Alright, trying to get things set up here. I was really hoping I could do this landscape, but it wasn't letting me. Okay. Can I clean up my picture and all? Okay. I can pull this in just a bit. There we are. Okay. So, no one in the chat yet. But hey, we'll go ahead and get started. It is our first time doing a YouTube live stream. I'm not really expecting all that many to show up. I'm not really expecting anyone to show up, to be honest. But hey, I figure we'll go ahead and do this. So yeah, basically, not sponsored. I don't own these guys. Or rather, I'm not getting sponsored by these guys. But there's this company called Blokees, and they are doing cool Transformer model kits. I've already built 3 of them up. I did Ratchet in a review. Ironhide and Jazz I built up on a TikTok live stream. Now, these guys are called Blokees. They are a lot of weird things in one. They are model kits that are blind boxed based on the G1 characters. They do get you some really nice figures, though. Like, they get you some really nice figures. Alongside that, you can see there's, well, technically there's 10 to collect, but there's 9 characters. Optimus Prime, Jazz, Ironhide, Ratchet, Prowl, Blue Streak, Megatron, Skywarp, Thundercracker, and then there's a special Optimus that has like a more anime, like a more like G1 cartoon paint job, I guess that's the idea. So yeah, I'm not really, super, what's what I'm looking for? I do think it's interesting the characters that there's not here, right? There's no Soundwave, no Bumblebee, no Starscream, but I think it's because they're probably planning for a Wave 2. Why else would you put Skywarp and Thundercracker in Wave 1 and not have a Starscream? In any case, the reason I got these is because I got a box. I got 9 of these boxes. And it's because I really want Ratchet, Skywarp, and Thundercracker. Those are the 3 characters I really want. As you can see, I already got Ratchet. Ratchet was the first box I opened. Now I'm still just hoping to get my Seeker Boys. Just a thing to keep in mind, they are blind boxed. I did get the big GIF box, so I get 9 of them. In a perfect world, I'll get 1 of each character. We'll have to see if that's how that actually works. So we're opening our first box here. The boxes, weirdly enough, are not super consistent in terms of how strong the adhesive is. Sometimes they pop open pretty easily, sometimes it is a lot harder. Also, I think I should point out, this is not a spoiler. You can see the instructions, literally all just give you the instructions for Optimus Prime because it's a pretty universal building system. Here on the back, they have some of the other characters, so like they show you how to do the backpack for Blue Streak and Jazz, and how to do the wings for the Seekers. So, yeah, it's not going to tell you what character you get just by looking at the instruction booklet. You have to actually open up these packages. So let's see here. Okay, I'm seeing red. This is probably going to be Optimus. This is definitely Optimus. And there's an Energon axe, so I think that both versions come with the Energon axe. Here. Okay, this is not the special 1 out of 12 release, and the reason I know that is because there's no silver here on the legs. Not a big deal. I didn't really care which Optimus I got. I just thought it would be interesting to see. There's his face. His weird, weird little face. Alright. Doop. Doop. And now we'll open up this bag as well to get our joints. So I built 3 of these up last night. I kind of know how the building goes at this point. At the same time, I'm going to keep that booklet open behind Jazz, just so I can glance at it if I need to. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, take the torso, and then we're going to take this little clear neck joint, put it right in there. That's going to eventually give us a place to put the head. We're going to take these joint sprues, get our shoulder pieces off. This should be B3 that we're taking off. Doop. And doop. Come on. Oh, there we are. So when I ordered these guys, right, I saw an Instagram ad. That's how I found out about them. I was not aware that they were model kits. I honestly thought that these were just going to be, like, articulated little dudes. I'm not complaining. Because, like, to get a blind bag of these guys, right, it's under $10. I forget what the price is, but it's under 10. And I think you get a lot for that. Because you get a really nicely articulated, good-looking robot mode, of course. but you also get a little molecule that you can build up. It's not too insane. Let's see here. I'm just trying to get this going the right way. There we go. There we are. Okay. And then again, doop, and doop. That's eventually going to turn into a knee or an elbow, these little joints I'm building up right now. Just going to go ahead and do all of them, because it's just the easiest way to do this. Doop, and doop, doop. I think it'd be interesting to see the characters that, like, they're promoting for next waves. Like, they're doing Grimlock in the Dino mode, and I'm really curious how they're going to set that up. Alright. And my big dumb fingers. There we go. So that's finally got all of our elbow and knee joints made. Now we can go and start making the arms for Optimus. Here's an upper arm. We're going to put this elbow joint in. There we go. Then we'll put in the forearm joint. There we go. And then we got closed fists and open hands. We'll give him a closed fist, because this is going to be his left arm. Doop. There we go. And then we can just pop that on. There we go. And now we have the torso and arm of Optimus Prime. We'll just do the same thing on the other side. I didn't even get to mention this. When you get a character, you get the little token, so you can know for sure who you got. So there's Optimus Prime's token. Do. So, just again, we have the upper arm. We'll put in... Oh, I put this one backwards. Okay. Here, it's easier just to put it in and then switch it around. There we go. Boop. There we go. Come on. Go back in for me. There we go. All right. And then we have another arm piece. I do like that they've painted the arrows on. That's a good little detail. And then we'll give another closed fist for Optimus. Why not? So you do get closed fists and splayed open hands for the characters. I think that's pretty cool. And then we'll put his shoulder pads on. Doop. And doop. Alright, and now we're going to snap on the crotch piece. There we go. That's going to give us the waist joint as well. And then that's going to be the front of Optimus Prime. That's going to be, that's going to be the back. There we are. And now we'll move on to the legs. So basically, you got these thicker pieces. Those are going to be your thighs. We'll put this in for the knee joint. Doop. We're going to take this piece and this piece. So you can see there's a tube here. There's like a clamp here. You just connect those together. That's what gives us the leg. We're going to put the thigh in up here. Boop. And down here in the wider spot, we're going to take this clear piece we used for the head. Put another one of them down here, and then we can snap the foot on. And boop. That gives us a nice little leg for Optimus. And now, okay. Second verse is going to be the same as the first. Just do the complete same thing over on this side. So boop. And then combine the pieces again. Boop. Get this in. Boop. And then here. I'm seeing that there's a couple people that will come in and out. I'm curious, like, do comments pop up for me? Or do the comments, do I have to go somewhere to see comments? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. Is it this? Okay. I'm not entirely sure. If anyone would like to ask any questions or has any opinions on these guys, feel free to comment something while I absolutely stumble through this. Oh, I didn't even know that there was a pointer hand. That's not on the sprue. Okay, that must be unique to Optimus. Well, then I'm going to take this hand off and give him the pointer hand, because that's something unique for just Optimus. And then we have some armor here. Boop. Put on the torso joints. Torso joints. Literally just torso pieces. And then here. Boop. Alright. And And that's got Optimus Prime almost done. Now we just got to build up the head. And the easiest way I found to do this is kind of just put the face in there. It's not going to snap. And then when you push it down into the joint, that's when it'll actually go in. There we go. And hey, there's our Optimus. A very good looking Optimus. Can I zoom in? There we go. Yeah. So keep in mind, right? This is going to be like under 10 bucks, maybe like around, it's not 12, because I'm thinking, right, I got 9 of these for $60. So I think they're actually like around 8 bucks on the Blokees website. I'll have to check. Again, not sponsored. This is just, I saw a cool thing on Instagram. But like for a blind box, like that looks great. It's a model kit, so you get a little bit more use out of it. It's highly articulated. You get a great little figure. And they have a good character selection, so I can't complain about that at all. So, hey, so we also get an Energon X that I didn't put on, and what is that? Here, I'm going to zoom back out. Dupe. That's just an extra red thing. Does that... Oh! It's for the backpack his animation model had. Oh, that's actually a nice little detail. Okay, they didn't have to do that. That's cool. Okay, huh. Yeah, no, I could see it being a bit annoying having to do a model kit, especially if, like, you're just not into model kits. But you're getting some really nice figures. All 4 of them I'm really impressed with so far. Jazz, Optimus, Ratchet, and Ironhide. So now we can actually go on to our next figure. So, again, blind boxes that you can use and get model kits out of. The characters you can get: Optimus, Jazz, Ironhide, Ratchet, Prowl, Blue Streak, Megatron, Skywarp, and Thundercracker. So far we got Optimus, Ratchet, Ironhide, and Jazz. The characters I really want are Thundercracker and Skywarp. So we're going to see if maybe this box has them. Doop. And boop. Alright, that box was so much easier to open than the one we did earlier. Put that box to the side. We're going to actually open this up now, see who we got. Okay. Oh, I'm seeing some blue. Is that... That's not... Okay, it wasn't blue I saw, it was purple, which means yes, we just got Skywarp. Awesome. Hey, so the 2 characters I really want are Skywarp and Thundercracker. That means we just got one of them. Doop. I cannot complain too much. Boop. Yeah. I will say this, Skywarp's purple is a little bit more lilac than usual. It's a very light purple, so much so that I honestly mistook it for blue. We'll have to see how it looks when we have the guy built up. But first, just like with all these other guys here, first thing we're going to do is find this little torso piece. We're going to take one of these clear joints, put it up here as the head, pop. And then we're going to go to the joint sprues and take off these guys. Boop. Boop. And that's going to give us shoulders. Let us build some figures up. Dup. Now I'm going to take that, put it to the side for right now, and just build up the elbows and knees real quick, because that's always going to be an easier thing just to do right now. There we go. That's one done. I will tell you this. Out of every part of these kits, this is the one that I mess up on the most, is making sure that the knee and the elbows are going the right way. But I think I found the trick to do it. So I'm hoping I'm not going to embarrass myself this time like I've been doing. Doop. Alright. So, I do like these model kits. I think, like, I don't know. I'm glad I got the full box. Of course, I can't guarantee I'm going to get all the characters, right? But I'm glad I got the full box for no other reason than, like, hey, maybe, just maybe, I can get all the characters. But, like, I am glad I got it. For no other reason than, like, I mean, it's just going to be a cool thing to have as a collection, these little guys. I don't know if I would necessarily want to go complete on a line like this, because, one, I don't like the fact that they're, like, basically only online. I can get around that, though. My big thing is just the fact that, like, I am not a big model kit person. At the same time, though, it'd be different if I just had 1 or 2. I think my issue is that I bit off and got the entire wave, well, not the entire wave 1, but I got an entire shipment of these little boxes, and their constructions are all very similar. But it's nice. Like, I'm being honest here. Just like snapping these little figures together, like there's a great feeling to it. It's kind of like it reminds me of like when I was a little kid, how Lego was always just so nice and therapeutic. All right, so now we're getting our torso built up. Let's put on his shoulder pieces. His shoulder pieces are going to be different just so we can put the guns on. I always want to call them null rays, but I think null rays are literally just Starscream. I forget what Skywarp's guns would be called, if Skywarp's guns even have a name. Which, I mean, they probably do somewhere, in like a comic or something. Now we have hand options. We can either do 2 fists or 2 open hands. I think I'm going to give him an open left and a closed right. And then we'll do the opposite on Thundercracker. Hopefully we get Thundercracker. But that way they can have some difference to them. There we go. Alright. And now we can put on this pelvic joint. Up. Put on his waist. Okay. They're both the same. So I'll put 1 piece there. 1 piece there. Boop. And now we can start building up the legs. So you take the hip. Take the knee. Put those together. Take these leg pieces. Snap them together. Boop. And then the smaller piece goes up. There we go. Oh, that's nice detail on the leg, actually. I like that. And then clear joint here. Foot joint here. And then pop that on. Boop. All right. We're like 3/4 of the way to a Skywarp. Do the same thing again. Oh, that's for the back. Okay. Here we go. And, oop. I just dropped a piece. Where'd that go? Alright, found it. Alright. Snap those together. Boop. And down we go. Down we go. There we go. And here's the clear joint. Put it here. And foot joint. Bah. Cool. Whoa. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Right now he kind of looks like a Roblox guy. Here we go. We got the armor pieces. We'll put the armor pieces around. Doop. And then those should snap together. Here. So the shoulders have little grooves that they're supposed to fit into, and sometimes it takes a minute to actually work them in. Okay. Well, they're not going in the way they should right now. Oh. Alright, come on. That's the toughest thing, is like they do get kind of stuck. Okay. And now put the back on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Finally got this going for Skywarp. There we go. And then we have a place here for the backpack, but we put the wings on first. Boop. And boop. Alright, starting to get more and more of that Seeker silhouette going. We'll put the guns on. Boop. And boop. Come on. Come on. That's tight. There we go. And now we got the head. So again, you got the helmet. Put the face in the helmet first, just because that's going to be the easiest way to go about this. And then once it's kind of in, you can just slide it on all the way using the ball joint. There we go. There we go. Oh, the helmet's not wanting to go. Huh. Out of all of these, Skywarp's kind of giving me the most of a fight right now. Come on, Skywarp. I want to sing your praises. Come on. There we go. All right. Okay. Hey. That's a good looking Skywarp. I think he's missing silver. I think he could use more silver or gray here in the chest. At the same time, I'm glad they didn't go crazy with the purple, as it feels like a lot of people do with Skywarp nowadays. I like him. I'm going to like him a lot more if we can hopefully get Thundercracker. I'm just glad that Okay, the 3 I went in here wanting to get were Ratchet, Skywarp, Thundercracker. I got 2 out of the 3. So, now we're really just gunning for a Thundercracker. And, you know what? Knock on wood. No doubles yet. Which is great. Because I don't know what I would do with these guys if I did get a double. I mean, I guess I could, like... I have friends. I could give it to. They would probably enjoy. Doop. Doop. Give Skywarp a little pose so he can hang out with the others. There we are. I do really like that Skywarp is closer to Optimus Prime's height than, like, Jazz or Ratchet or Ironhide. Because the Seekers are supposed to be, like, weirdly big. I always forget about that. But, like, basically, Optimus, Megatron, and the Seekers are all eye level, and then basically everyone else is shorter than them. Again, just for anyone who's joining us, blind box model kits called Blokees. They go for, like, around $10. They are amazing. Not sponsored, but yeah, I just like them. I found them on Instagram. But you can get Optimus Prime, Jazz, Ironhide, Ratchet, Prowl, Blue Streak, a different Optimus that has kind of more cartoon colors, Megatron, Skywarp, Thundercracker. So far, we got Jazz, Optimus, Ratchet, Skywarp, and Ironhide. I'm really wanting Thundercracker, but the characters that we're missing are Prowl, Blue Streak, Megatron, and then I guess that's Special Optimus, but I don't care about the Special Optimus. In a perfect world, we're going to get all 9, because I got 9 boxes, but we're going to have to see. Doop. We are going to have to see. Okay, doop. Doop. Alright. We have all of our stuff out of the way. And we're going to have to see who we have. And... oh, well, there's a lot of gray here. There's a lot of gray here. So this is either going to be Megatron or maybe Blue Streak. Oh, it is having a hard time actually getting out of the box right now. It's Blue Streak. Okay. Doop. That is a thing, right? The way they package these things are smart, don't get me wrong. They are very well packaged, and it means the pieces aren't going to get damaged or anything. But it does make it just a little bit hard to actually get them out of the bag. Doop. But I'll be honest, I'm really taken with these things. Like, for how cheap they are, this is, like, the best blind bag experience I've ever had. And they're getting you, like, really nice little figures. All of them come with these little tokens. They're basically just, like, pogs, I guess. And you can confirm, yes, this is indeed Blue Streak. So, we have Blue Streak. Let's start, as we always do, with that torso piece. His is blue, or red. So, little fun thing about Blue Streak, right? There was a thing in the fandom for a very, very long time where people assumed that there was a special release of Blue Streak's toy back in the 80s that was blue. Because after all, his name is Blue Streak, and yet his colors are black, silver, and red. So how does that make any sense, right? Well, it's because there's an old saying, I think it's actually from here in the South, where it's, if a person talks all the time and just never shuts up, then there was a joke that you would be talking up a Blue Streak. In other words, you'd be talking until you went blue in the face. So Blue Streak's whole character was that he was a chatterbox. He would never stop talking. So the idea was he was a Blue Streak because he had talked up a Blue Streak. A lot of people didn't know that saying. To be fair, that's something that, like, even a lot of the old-timers never used when I was growing up. So I think that a lot of people just assumed, oh, well, it's because he was blue at some point, right? And it's only been recently that they've started making Blue Streaks. Like, I think they made a Masterpiece. They might have made, like a G1 reissue of Blue Streak Blue, just for the joke. They did a Target exclusive, where they took Earthrise Blue Streak, turned him blue, but then they named him Silver Streak. Because that's a whole other thing. They lost Blue Streak's, copyright. So Hasbro started calling him Silver Streak for a long time, which is a objectively worse name. I don't know why, but Blue Streak, like, that does sound like a good name at the end of the day. Silver Streak, it just sounds really clunky. Like, it sounds more like this is like a weird Transformer equivalent of, like, a poop joke. And I don't know why that's what pops into my head, but it is. Boop. A lot of really nice sensation just popping all these pieces together. I do like it. My biggest issue with these figures really are these shoulder joints. And it's just because out of every piece, they're the only ones that, like, move when I'm trying to pop things on. But, you know, again, I'm building really nice Transform model kits and getting good figures, and these are like $8 a pop. So, I can't complain too much. So we got hands, we got fists and open hands. I'm going to give him, I'm going to give him a left closed fist and a right open hand. There we go. There we are. Say hey, Blue Streak. There we go. So, now we got Blue Streak's upper body more or less done, so we can switch on to a pelvis. Boop. And then we have his pieces. Is there any difference between the front and the back with Blue Streak? Let me check. Where is the other, crotch piece? There's so many silver pieces, I think I'm missing it somewhere. Unless did it go under, like, someone's feet? Oh, it's over here by the door. Alright, yep, they look exactly the same. Put those pieces on. Alright. And now we can actually start building up the legs. So we're going to put him down right here for just a sec. Where are his hip pieces? This is my big thing with Lego, is it's just hard to keep everything organized. Here, I can go ahead and build up his lower legs. Boop. And then the joints, which have also seemingly just disappeared on me. Am I going insane? Why am I just all of a sudden not seeing these pieces? There's his shoulders. Here's his torso. Oh, they're red. They're red. Okay, so where's the joints? Oh, they're red too. Jesus, okay. So on all the others of these, the joints have been black, so I was looking for black pieces. On Blue Streak, his joints are red. That's just me not paying attention. There we go. That one was a little bit more hard to get on than others have been. Boop. Put in the ankle joint. Put in the foot. Boop. And now we got Blue Streak's legs. Boop. Alright. And now we'll just do the same thing on the other side. Hopefully it's going to be a lot easier this time because I know what I'm actually looking for. Boop. Put in the knee. Put in the hip. There we are. Flip the hip around. Boop. Put on his ankle joint. Put on his foot. Alright. Okay, and now we can actually start building up his torso pieces. So, front of the car goes on like this. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Finally all snaps in. Okay. And now we have some shoulder joints for him. We'll put those on, kind of bulk out his arms a bit more. There we go. And there we go. There we are. And then we got his doors, because you can't be a Datsun, a Fairlady Z Autobot without your door wings and without your missile launchers. Now, I forget, but I want to say in the G1 cartoon, did Blue Streak and Prowl both have the missile launchers on their shoulders? I don't think they did. Oh, hey, hey, Drex. I didn't want to dox you. I almost used your real name. Yeah, no, we were talking about this, and I got these model kits, and I was going to just build them for a review, but then I thought that review would be terrible, and I thought, hey, why not do a live stream, and just, I'll post the VOD somewhere, probably. But, yeah, alright, and this is our little Blue Streak guy. Let me zoom in on him. He looks really nice, actually. I'm normally not even a big fan of Blue Streak, but I love how that looks. Here, let me get some better light on him. There we go. And then we have his gun right here. I don't think he's the best one so far. I think Optimus and Skywarp both look a little bit better, but that is a good-looking Blue Streak. Okay. And then, just to show, here he is with Jazz. You can see Jazz has different doors, different tires. I'm thinking I'm going to take Jazz's doors off. I know that is toy accurate, but that's not cartoon accurate. And these guys are so going for the old G1 cartoon. Okay, so we are now officially 6 bots into our 9 bot building session. So, we're now actually going to go on for everyone who might be joining us. This is a new line of Transformers blind boxes. They're called Blokees. And basically, it's a blind box and also a model kit. The model kit's not too crazy. You can snap it together pretty quickly. It is a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun putting them together. You can see these are the characters in Wave 1. It's Optimus, Jazz, Ironhide, Ratchet, Prowl, Blue Streak, and Optimus that's more in the G1 cartoon colors, Megatron, Skywarp, and Thundercracker. We have everyone except for Prowl, Thundercracker, Megatron, and that cartoon Optimus. The characters I really want. I really wanted Ratchet, Skywarp, and Thundercracker. We got Ratchet, Skywarp. I need Thundercracker. I wouldn't mind to get Megatron, Prowl. I mean, I already got Jazz and Blue Streak, but at the same time, I have 9 boxes. There's technically 10 figures to collect. Really, it's 9 characters plus 2 Optimuses. But yeah, opening the box up. Nope. I don't know why I'm not doing that on screen here. The box is really hard to wrestle through, actually. Like, at the very least, it's secure. And then we pull out the silver bags. Okay. I'm going to try to push everyone back just to give us more room. Okay. Oh. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of white. Which means... Okay. Spoiler for me, but this is not a double. We just got Prowl. That's awesome. So, alright. That's all the pieces out of this bag. Oh, no, it's not. It feels like those little clear head and ankle joints are always fighting. These figures, you get this little thing here that tells you, yes, this is definitely the character you got. I'm really glad they put that in with the pieces and not inside the box, because I think that would be like a really bad spoiler. I do kind of like the fact that you don't know until you open it up. At the same time, if you were trying to go complete, I could imagine that being a massive headache. The fact that, like, you have to open the bags. I haven't even been saying this, but, like, you do get a display stand with these figures, too. It looks nice. It's alright. But, alright. So, we're going to pull out Prowl's torso. And then snap off some pieces. Boop. That's going to be his shoulder joints here. Doop. We literally just built Blue Streak, so I think it's kind of funny that we got both of the Datsuns, like, back to back. Alright. There's that. And now let's actually build up the elbows and knees before we go any further. Boop. Alright. So how's everyone doing today? I know that, I'm not gonna lie, this is my first time doing a YouTube live stream. I've done a few TikTok live streams. First time I'm doing a YouTube live stream. I actually just don't really get how a lot of this works in terms of comments. But I know that, I can apparently read at least some of them. I hope I can read all of them that come through. Boop, 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 boop. And then same thing over here. Come on, there we go. Get these joints built up. Alright. Also, when I first saw these guys on Instagram, I honestly thought that they were called Transformers Blokes. Like the English term for, like, hey guys, hey you blokes. It's Blokees. And, you know, it's a name. I mean, it's good. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm sitting here trying to remember, like, what's the name? What's the name? No, they're called Blokees. But, it is a thing where, like, every so often I'll try to look these guys up and I misspell the word, because it's Blokees. So it's really spelt more like blokes than like blocks. But yeah, it's Blokees. Which, you know, there's only so many names out there. You gotta find one that that can at least be kind of memorable. Doop. But I gotta say, I'm really digging these so far. I hope they do more characters. I'm trying to think, like, what are other figures I would like? It'd be cool to see Starscream. You know, they've already done 2/3 of the Seekers, so do Starscream. Grimlock. I'd really like to get a Cyclonus and an RC, because those are just some of my guys. Soundwave. Soundwave would be great. It'd be kind of cool to see if they would do the mini cassettes. Like, maybe you get a bag and it's like a bunch of just micro builds to do the cassettes. That'd be kind of fun. Where is my pelvis joint? Here it is. Put that on. Boop. And then that's going to be the front. Doop. And then the back. Doop. Well, that's the thing, right? Is like, once you understand how these guys are built, you can do it really quickly. It has a nice flow to everything. And it's like, even the first time I was building it, there is like a logical sense to how everything is built. So it's not like this is like an intensive little model kit. There's like, for most of these characters, it's only like 44 pieces. Some like the Seekers and the Datsuns are close to 51 just for their door wings and stuff. But like, it's a good, just therapeutic build. I really, really like this. It's a thing where, like, if they do more waves, and hopefully they are, I would definitely pick up more of these guys. They're just really nice. Blitzwing. Blitzwing would be a character I'd like to see. But that's just because I would really like a nice Blitzwing. Dupe. There we go. Alright. And then we'll put in the knee. And the hip. Where is the hip piece? It's right here. Alright. Boop, boop. Flip this around so that we can now attach it to the body. Bop. And here is the front of the car hood. I feel like, okay, so obviously Optimus, Soundwave, the Seekers, like, those are the iconic Transformers characters. I think when it comes to like Transformer or iconic Transformer shapes or character designs, I feel like Prowl, Bluestreak, and Smokescreen are like the most iconic. Like, when you think of like generic, like, what does a Transformer look like? It's like, oh, car hood becomes the chest, the wings become doors. You have the back half of the car become the lower body. Ah, come on, Prowl. Snap together for me. There we go. Like, to me, that's like just like shorthand for Transformer design, how the Datsuns look. Doop. Put on his face. And then we'll put on his helmet. There we go. There we go. All right. Put on his shoulder pieces. There we are. And his other shoulder piece. And then his door wings. There we are. And then his missile launchers. There we go. All right. And now we can just grab his gun. All right. And there's our Prowl. So, like, literally all the Autobots have come with the same gun so far. But even still, Prowl looking really, really nice. Looks like he's about to get shot by, Who shot him in the movie? It was one of the Constructicons. I think it was Scavenger. I think it was Scavenger shot Prowl. I could be super wrong, though. I could be super, super wrong. It's definitely one of the Constructicons. There we go. Because Megatron shoots and kills Brawn. All the Decepticons more or less just unload into Ironhide and Ratchet. I'm almost positive that it's Scavenger that kills Prowl. Because I remember it's one of the Constructicons and not Hook or Scrapper. So I'm pretty sure it was Scavenger. Alright, so doing this again. For anyone who doesn't know, Blokees is doing blind boxes that are also model kits. These are all the characters we can get. The characters I really wanted are Skywarp, Thundercracker, and Ratchet. We got Ratchet, we got Skywarp. We got 2 boxes left, so we're still hoping for Thundercracker. We've not had any repeats so far, so Knock on wood. The only characters we're missing are Megatron and Thundercracker. Doop. Come on. Alright. So. Here's hoping. Here's hoping. Come on. Yes! Oh my god. That is Thundercracker Blue. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I was actually at that moment where I was like, did I buy this box for one character specifically, and am I not gonna get him? Because the character I saw that made me want to try this out was Thundercracker, because I thought he just looked so good in this style. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. Look, Thundercracker's my boy. Him and Soundwave, they're my, Thundercracker and Soundwave, they are my favorite Decepticons. Cyclonus and Skywarp, they would build up my Mount Rushmore. And then, yeah, like, Thundercracker and Skywarp are my favorite duo to get in toy form. Every time I can get them together and they match is a good day. Okay, all right. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm still, like, just coming off of this. Okay, so we got pelvic joint there. And Doop. Also, doop. Here's Thundercracker's little pog. Just to let you know for sure that yes, you absolutely just got Thundercracker. Man, I'm just so happy right now. Like, I'm actually just... because there was a part of me. I was finally getting to that point where I was like, is Thundercracker just straight up not going to be here? And it's like, I'll be honest, I don't really care if I don't get Megatron. It'd be great if I did and could have, like, the complete first wave. Just on one big box. But, like, I'm happy right now. I got my Thundercracker. The other two I wanted were Skywarp and Ratchet. Got them. I've been pleasantly surprised by everyone else. Dude, this is like the ideal situation with a blind bag, right? Here, let me build up these joints. It helps that, like, I'm genuinely enjoying just building up these kits. I don't know if, like, I would want to get back into, like, Flame Toys or something. Because I'll be honest, I've been eyeing a lot of those Flame Toys model kits. I think they look great. I built up their Rodimus, one of my favorite Rodimus Primes ever. That said, I think they get a little bit just too intensive for, like, what I would enjoy. And it's like, I don't really do Lego, because I think Lego is just too big once it is finished built. And I don't know what to do with the pieces afterwards. But then, something like this... Like, this is perfect because it's a nice, simple build. You just have a good time while you're doing it. And you get a figure that is still really nice and durable, but it's also small. And they kind of just do their own thing. So, like, you don't need a full set. You can just get the characters you really want. I don't know. I suppose, like, it's smart that they're doing these as blind boxes because there's something different and unique. And, like, maybe that's the reason why these figures get to be so cheap. Because they are cheap. They're like under $10 a box. Which, for what you're getting, is nothing. Because, I mean, you're getting like a nice, like, 5-inch articulated robot mode that has good detail on it. And very good posability. I don't know. I'm taken with these guys. I really am. I'm looking for the forearm. Here we go. There we go. And then we'll give a fist on this side. There we are. And then we'll just do the same thing on the other side. I would like to see a Soundwave in this style. They did a movie RC for Rise of the Beast. It looks really good. But I would also like to see a G1 RC. Springer in this series would actually probably be pretty cool. Astro Train. Basically all the triple changers. All the ones that sometimes don't get to have the best robot modes because they triple change. It'd be kind of cool to see in this small kit line. Okay, so we got that going. Now we can build up the hips and legs. So we'll connect this together, give us our lower leg. Boop. We'll take hip joint and the actual knee. Put those in. Put that in. Boop. Clear joint for the foot. Up. And bop. There we go. There we go. Yeah. That's the other thing is, like, it's so satisfying to feel these pieces just snap together. Like, the plastic is really good. It feels nice and durable. It's just, man, if I could just go to a store and these guys were out, like, obviously I ordered all of Wave 1 because they're online only and I just desperately felt like I needed to get Thundercracker to make this feel worth it. But, like, if I could just go to a store and just pick up a box at a time and just kind of have them for a rainy day, that'd be so nice, because this is just so good feeling, building up these model kits. It makes me want to get more back into Flame Toys. It really does. Even though, like, I think they're a little bit too much for me at times. Okay. Yeah. Snaps together like a dream. Look at my boy here. He's coming together. He is coming together. So now we're going to put on his wing pack. Boop. And boop. Yeah. Okay. And now his shoulder pads. Oop. Dropping stuff all over the place here. Oh. Well. That gave before the shoulder pad did. All right, here. I'm gonna have to take his torso back off. Doop 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 doop. Like I said before, my one issue with these model kits really is just how this shoulder comes together. I think it's just a little bit iffy. But at the same time, I understand why that's the design they went with. Yeah, alright. Get his guns on. Doop. And, like, I've not even done building him, but I can tell you right now, I think Thundercracker is the best looking out of this set. There we go. Like, that might be my Thundercracker bias. He is my guy. He's my favorite one. But at the same time, like, I think his colors just pop so hard. There we go. And now his helmet. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Just a perfect little Thundercracker. I love that. Let me get his boy in here. Yeah, I think Skywarp doesn't look as good. I think he should have had silver on his chest too. But, yeah. Thundercracker just looks incredible. He's my favorite one so far. And he's probably going to be my favorite one. Because, like, I might be getting Megatron in that last box. I don't know. Even if I did, I just don't see a world in which I like the Megatron more than the Thundercracker. But the Thundercracker is just perfect. So, our final box. This is Wave 1 of Blokees Galaxy version blind boxes. They're blind boxes that are also model kits. Wave 1 gives you Optimus Prime, Blue Streak, Jazz, Thundercracker, Ratchet, Ironhide, Skywarp, Prowl, and a Megatron, as well as a cartoon Optimus. I have opened 8 of these boxes, built 8 of them. This is our last box. In a perfect world, Megatron would be in this box. But the characters I really wanted were Skywarp, Thundercracker, and Ratchet. I got the ones I really wanted. So, we'll just have to wait and see. Do I want Megatron in here? Obviously. But am I going to feel like I've just been cheated if I don't get him? I'll be honest, if I had opened these last 2 boxes and I didn't get Thundercracker, I would have been actually kind of upset, because the only reason I got these guys was because I wanted the Thundercracker. Megatron, I mean, I want him because it would complete Wave 1, and because there's only 3 Decepticons in this wave. Let's peek open the bag and see. Oh. Oh. That's a lot of great pieces. That's a lot of great pieces. That's Megatron. Okay. So, here's the thing, right? All of these characters are 1 out of 9, except for the cartoon Optimus. He is 1 out of 12. Well, I just opened 9 boxes, and I just got 9 of the characters. That's Megatron. So I'm complete on wave 1. So, I'm curious now. I'm curious if that's somewhat reliable. That if you got just the big box that comes with the wave, if you can rely on getting all of the characters. Surely not, because the 1 in the 12 Optimus would throw things off. But yeah, no, I just lucked out, I think. I got 9 boxes and got all 9 of the characters. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know how to process that. That doesn't seem... It's cool. It's amazing. I love that. Do not take that as me saying that you would absolutely get all these characters just from buying the box. Like, on the website, it literally even says not all figures would come with every single case assortment, because they are blind boxed. I think the odds were just really well in my favor this one time, which is, I mean, great for me, but now I'm really worried people are going to see that and say, like, oh, well then if I buy the big box, I'm going to for sure get all the characters. Please do not take this as that. Oy. I think I just got really, really lucky. Right now I'm just snapping off all the pieces to build up the joints. These are going to be Megatron's elbows and knees. I do think it's fun that for most of them the joints were just gray or black, but then for a handful, like Blue Streak and Megatron, the joints were red. I don't know if Ironhide's joints were red. I'm trying to think, like, who else would have had red joints. Optimus doesn't have red joints. Does Ratchet? No, Ratchet has white joints. Okay. I think that's just a... And it's not even the same red. Like, that's the other thing, is, like, it's not like these figures are using, like, the same plastic color across the board. Like, sure, there's 3 characters that are using white plastic, and they're all about the same white. But, like, Thundercracker's blue is not the same as Optimus Prime's blue. Blue Streak's red, and Ironhide's red, and Megatron's red, and Optimus Prime's red are all different reds. So I think, like, Blokees really went all out on at least this first wave. I hope they keep this going, because I'm just so beyond impressed to see this, like, this level. Boop. Alright. So, shoulders and head. And now we're going to build up the upper arms. Take one of these elbow joints, slide it in. That was stiff. Okay. Put it in. There we are. And then Megatron. Megatron, we're going to give double fists. We're going to give him double fists. Or wait a minute. He has a pointer hand like Optimus. Do I give Megatron a pointer hand? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say Megatron gets double fists. We'll keep Optimus as the only one with the pointer hand. Okay. And then we'll build up the other arm. And then lower arm. Where is it? It's probably staring me like right in the face, and I just can't see it in all the gray. Oh, here it is. Okay. Come on. There we are. And then double fists. Where could I find these? Robots in Review? So I found these guys on an ad on Instagram. The company that makes these is a company called Blokees. Here, I'm going to pull their box up so you can see their logo. So it's Blokees. That they sell them on their website. If you go look up Blokees Transformers or Blokees Transformers Galaxy version, they did Rise of the Beasts movie figures that were also model kits like this, but they were on BBTS. They were on the Big Bad Toy Store. These guys, so far as I can tell, are only on their website. I think these guys might be, like, online only. which, you know, is fine. But I would love to just like find these guys in stores, because online, right now, their price, if I remember right, is something like $8 or $9. And it's like, even to get like all 9 of these guys, I think I spent like 60. So yeah, it's getting up there for a blind box, but for what you're getting, it's actually pretty well priced. Like, it's basically the price of like a core class transformer. And like, these figures are way more articulated. They come with accessories and blast pieces, and it's a good little model kit too. So yeah, I think they're absolutely worth that price. Building up his legs now. Doop. And now we're going to take thigh and get him a knee joint. And then the way I found out about these guys, like I said, was just I saw an Instagram ad, and I thought they looked really good, and the Thundercracker looked amazing. Like, that's the real reason I bought this, is because they're blind boxed, and the only one I really, really wanted was Thundercracker. But then having built the rest up, I think they're all really good. Thundercracker's still the one I'm the most taken with. Like, I think he is just the best one. Then again, like, building up this Megatron's looking pretty good so far. Doop. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone here I dislike. There's a couple that, like, I wish that there were different decisions made. Like, I wish Skywarp had a more gray chest. Maybe, well, no, that's really it. The only one I can really complain about is I think Skywarp is just a little too dark. But then, like, everyone else looks really, really good. Like, especially, like, Jazz and Blue Streak. There we go. Alright. Alright. And then we got Megatron's big shoulder pads. Boop. I always forget, but Megatron's shoulders are supposed to be the hammer of the pistol, right? I could be very wrong about that. I've never messed with a G1 Megatron toy, but I think that's the idea. And nowadays, they're just there because that's what Megatron looks like. That's the funny thing to me, is that, like, Megatron no longer turns into a gun, and yet his robot mode is still designed to kind of look like it turns into a gun. Because that's his iconic design in robot mode. Yeah, oh dude, this is looking really nice, actually. Okay. And we got a backpack here to give you the scope of the gun. Which, to be fair, nowadays, this is usually like where they put the tank turret on Megatron. Is just like this going up. There we go. Alright, looking pretty solid so far. We got a fusion cannon here. Fusion cannon has some extra pieces to it. That goes on the back. This looks like it's going to go on the front. There we go. Put that on his arm. There we go. And now all that's left is his head. So, we're going to put on the face. The face looks really good. Oh wow, that's great looking actually. And then his helmet. Helmet is not going on as easily as some of the others. There we go. Oh wow, Megatron actually looks like he's a good bit larger than most of them. I'm going to check real quick. Yeah, he's a good bit taller than characters like Prowl. What about a character like Thundercracker? Actually, Thundercracker's a little bit taller than him, it looks like. Even still, like, Megatron's one of the bulkier ones. That's great. That's actually, like, exactly what you want, really. And then he comes with a blast effect. We can just pop that in the fusion cannon. And boom. It'd have been cool if the blast effect was purple, just because in the G1 cartoon, red was the Autobot color, but, like, I still think that looks alright. Okay. Well, guys, we have built up every single Blokees model kit that I have. I somehow lucked out and got all 9 of them, which is insane to me. But again, if you are interested in these guys, these, again, not sponsored. I'm not sponsored here. But these guys are called Blokees. They do the Transformer blind boxes that are also model kits. The only place I have found that you can get these guys right now is on their website. So look up that name, Blokees, Blokees. It took them about a week and a half for this to come out after I ordered it, like in terms of them shipping it out to me. But I think they're great. I somehow lucked out and got all 9 of them with the when I bought the 9 boxes. I'm not saying that you're going to have that good an odds. That said, there's only 10 characters, and 9 of them are 1 out of 9. The extra Optimus Prime that's in the cartoon colors is 1 out of 36. So, I don't know. He would be the harder one to find. I'm just kind of glad it's just a different Optimus Prime and not like a character I really wanted. Like, I was worried when I saw one of the characters was 1 out of 36 that it was going to be one of the Seekers. Thankfully, it's just another Optimus. But these figures are great. I really like them. I'm going to shoot a review for them probably like right now. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope that some people got to be introduced to these figures, because I think they're great, and I hate that people aren't talking about them more. But thank you everyone for watching. Boop. How do I end this? There we go.